taken me. He hath taken the best of me and left nothing but a shell. In his home of bone, in his halls of skin, behind his walls of flesh, he hath taken all I had. I walked, and under my feet the floor did quiver. I looked, and beheld that I trod upon the bloated belly of one even more wretched than I. Once I had the faith of an innocent. He did ravage me, and took my faith away into his cathedral of flesh, where the soft and dripping walls swallow all sound, even the sound of my screams. It fed him, and he grows like gel sacks of rot on decaying wood. He grows. He will awaken soon. My innocent faith fed him and made him stronger. Soon he will be strong enough to awaken and defile the purity of the world as he defiled me. My soul is beyond all salvation, and soon all souls will be damned as well.
Good day to ye, young sir. Ye have my hand on it. 'Tis a deal.
This is most excellent, Wilhelm. Our alliance with the Cappadocians shall strengthen when I reveal Mercurio's treachery to Garanol. Wilhelm, thou art a Bruja of surpassing splendor. Our grandsire Bruja himself would feel pride at this.
In modesty, mistress, I could not have done it without Christoph's aid.
He has done well.
Christoph performed admirably, my sire. I believe he is ready to know of the oncoming struggle.
What struggle is this?
The Jihad. The great war of all the vampire clans. The Tzimisce against the Tremere, and us against both.
The Tremere?
The Tremere were once a house of mages, part of the Order of Hermes. They stole Cain's gift from an ancient of our kind, an antediluvian, one of Cain's grandchildren. They seek to infiltrate and control all the world. They couple the power of Cain with the ways of unspeakable magic.
The fiends from the Carpathians, the Tzimisce, are fighting the Tremere even as we speak. The Tzimisce have invaded the ancestral homelands of the Ventru, which puts us in a strange alliance with the very Ventru who destroyed our great city of Carthage. So, we unite with the Vampire Prince of Prague, the Ventru Rudolf Brandl. For now.
Thou hast reason to hate the Ventru as well, Christoph. Thou fell in battle against the pagan barbarians because the Ventru made puppets of thy leaders. The Ventru sent thee into battle to stop their Tzimisce enemies. Most of the barbarians were revenants, ghoul servitors of the Tzimisce.
Other clans maintain havens here in Prague. Thou hast met the Cappadocians. The Nosferatu lurk below the graveyard in the northern quarter. Most of King Ottokar's family, the Premisils, are Tzimisce ghouls. With the entrance of the Tremere into Prague, a struggle is bound to ensue, leaving the mortals greatly abused. We must avert this horror.
Many in Prague have disappeared, including Bruja. We suspect they fell victim to the Tzimisce fiends, or the usurping Tremere. We must stop the abductions.
First, we must seek to undo the damage done by the traitorous Mercurio. Mistress, I wish to approach the Jewish quarter and warn the rabbi of Mercurio's meddling. If their golem hath suffered a cowardly attack, it may not be able to protect the Jews from the Tzimisce.
We have no alliance with the Kabbalists in the Jewish quarter, and they have powerful charms of faith to wield against our kind.
We have a duty to protect the mortals.
Should we deliver unto them this news, mayhap the Jews will owe us a boon. But we have much to do first. In 3 nights' time thou may deliver thy message. Take Christoph with thee, but beware. The Kabbalists have no love for the likes of us.
3 nights' time may be too late.
After one mission with Wilhelm, thou hast become very like him. So be it. Wilhelm, take Christoph to the Jewish quarter this night and warn the rabbi.
Help us, the golem Maccabees gone out of control.
Save us! Our own golem has gone mad!
Can the rabbi control this brute?
Yes, but the rabbi is dead. I am his son, Mendel.
Tell me how to kill the golem, Mendel.
The golem's life cometh from truth.
Thou speakest riddles.
The word truth hath been writ upon a scroll and placed within the brow of the creature. The Hebrew word for truth and the word for death are but a single letter apart. Destroy that one letter and the creature falls in death.
Awakens. This is the Kabbalistic magic that quickened the golem. The demon is no more.
The golem was no demon.
It was, and we have sent it straight to hell.
The golem was animated by the life force, and his spirit now returns to Abraham's bosom.
What? Blaspheming sorcerer! This monster of clay has no soul.
I am no sorcerer. I am a Kabbalist, and all life is from God. Every man, animal, and creature. Even this golem. Even vampires such as thee.
Liar! Thou dost toy with my sanity! One such as I cannot be redeemed. I am an outcast from heaven.
Not so. All life comes from one place, and to that place it must return.
Why should God make such creatures?
To vex mankind. They are all part of the kingdom of God, sent to test our faith, as the devil did test the simple faith of Job. How hast thy faith endured, Crusader?
Not well, for God hath abandoned my soul.
The question is not whether God hath abandoned thee, selfish boy. It's whether thou wilt abandon God and become a beast.
I shall consider thy words.
Nay, there is no magic in the Shem. 'Tis merely letters. Letters which connect the golem to the true source of power.
Nonetheless, the Cappadocians would be grateful to get such a thing. It would help them build golems for their own protection.
The Shem is thine, with my blessings to do with as thou pleaseth.
Hail, Garanol of Clan Cappadocian, master of the art of death.
Hail to thee, servant of the wise Ekaterina of Clan Bruja. Be most welcome. And hail to thee, good Christoph, who vanquished the fiend in the mines. I make no claim of vengeance against thee for the destruction of my haven. Instead, I offer my thanks to thee and to thy clan for bringing to light the treachery of my venomous child Mercurio.
I present this to thee as a gift from Ekaterina the Wise, sire of the Bruja.
Ah, yes. This should be of some use indeed, to protect us from the disorder of these times. Tell your mistress I am grateful, and owe the noble Bruja a boon.
We shall.
I only wish this gem had not been purchased at so dear a price. I mourn the bloodshed in the Jewish quarter by the wicked Mercurio, and do reproach myself for his misdeeds. The good rabbi now journeys into the land of the dead, where hides all knowledge, and I am to blame. Prithee tell Ekaterina that I wish to serve her Promethean task, and strive with her to bind up our uncertain future. In partial payment of the boon I owe, I offer thee my prized child, Serena. She will aid thee in thy efforts.
I pray that my service will be of value to thee.
A comely young sister did come to me from the convent. A clever lass she was, and more valorous than many a young warrior. She bade me give thee this letter.
My dearest Christoph, I have spoken to the old gypsy, a woman of great lore and learning. She hath told me much of the way of the Cainites. She has heard that the soul is not truly lost after the horrid blood ceremony. There is hope even in unlife. The elder Cainites know of the secret, and thou too may learn of it. I live for thy redemption. Thine in faith, Anezka.
Here be my wares. Farewell, young one. Welcome, child. Go with God, young.
Good day to ye, young sir. You have my hand on it. 'Tis a deal.
I understand thy sorrow, Kristoff. When Garanol embraced me, I was forced to leave behind all I loved in the mortal world. The loss of it still weighs upon my heart and drags me to despair. I offer thee any comfort I may give in thy grief.
I thank thee, but I do not surrender my hope of reunion with Anezka, even though I am beyond all hope.
Then thy Anezka is fortunate indeed, though such barren hope might breed only more sorrow.
I am not surprised the little nun is missing. She is reckless.
Dost thou know of her?
No.
Yes, we shall lie to thee no longer. Anezka came hither in search of thee. The gift of sight blazed in her eyes, revealing unto her that we are childer of Cain. And yet she had no fear of us.
Where is she?
We told her thou wert not among us, and she left.
What?
She insisted on leaving this letter for thee, as if she somehow knew we had lied to her. I give it thee.
Dearest Kristoff, I have not seen thee since the night thou fled the convent, and I fear thou hast been swallowed by the creatures that rule the night. But dread shall not rule my heart. I am resolved to renounce my holy orders and walk the face of the earth until I unite with thee. And if thou turneth thy face from me, I shall search for such panacea as will restore thy soul and bring the rose to thy fair cheek again. Thou hast captured my heart, and I can do naught but seek thee and make us both whole. Though our cause be lost, Yet shall we both be found. Thy immortal love, Anezka.
Why didst thou not tell me?
Whelp, thou must leave her world behind.
Thou hast doomed her. I could have persuaded her to stay in the safety of the convent.
Nay, thou canst not control such as she. There was a mania that shone in her eye, a kind of madness. And yet her mind was sharp, as if her delirium had strengthened her mind rather than sapped it. In another time, I would have been moved to take such a one as my child.
Nay, her soul must remain pure. We must find her and save her from the fiends. We must redeem her before my curse dooms her, as in my dream.
The nun was not the only one missing. Many have been taken, mortal and vampire alike. We go in search of our Bruja allies, but will rescue as many of the others as we can, including thy mortal nun.
Therefore we are resolved to entreat Prince Rudolf Brandel for assistance, even though he is of Clan Ventru. To make amends for withholding this letter from thee, we go tonight. Come.
We know of these disappearances. Little happens in Prague without our knowledge.
How now? Hast thou discovered the culprit?
We can direct thee aright, should we feel so moved.
I cannot imagine such a thing as can move thy lordship.
We desire a reliquary containing the arm of St. George, which lieth in the antechamber of the Cathedral of St. Vitus. Alas, a ring of hallowed ground outside the cathedral doth repel Cainites. The sanctified ground extends not into the cathedral, but we cannot cross the outer gates.
Then how may we cross the sanctified ring to enter the cathedral?
We tire of thee. Pray, do not return until thou hast the arm.
Very well. We go.
Nay, to withhold such knowledge is wicked. We seek to save many. Has the prince no pity, no humanity, that he only bestows his knowledge for a price?
I warn thee, stripling. We have staked fledglings for 100 years as punishment for little else than speaking in our presence. We allowed thy mistress to make thee, and we can unmake thee with a word.
Pray forgive him. Christoph knows not.
Silence. Because yon child Christoph did show bravery in the silver mines, and may yet be useful to us, he shall yet retain his freedom, but only if he henceforth silences his impertinent Bruja tongue. We tire of thee. Pray, do not return until thou hast the arm.
salutations from Ekaterina the Wise.
Wise? Not wise enough to protect the mortals from Cainite treachery. And neither was I.
It has now been set right by the courage of the Promethean Bruja.
Has it? Another quarter of Prague is now defenseless before the fiends who steal innocence in the night. Sons of Cain and sons of Abel alike are missing. But I am pleased thou hast stopped the golem. Send my greetings to thy mistress.
Where do these many passages lead?
Everywhere. Everywhere mortals live in Prague. There are secret entrances to even the most impregnable fortresses of the mortals.
Most useful.
Enter them not, stripling. Trespass, and I will peel thy pretty, unscarred face, and wear it as a fair and tender mask. My tunnels are only for Nosferatu.
Or those who pay the price.
What price?
Bring me a goblet of sweet blood from an elder Cainite of beautiful visage, or venture not within my lair.
Joseph, do thy hidden tunnels allow vampires to enter the cathedral?
Aye. My tunnels undermine the sanctified ring of protection. I have used the tunnels to enter the cathedral many times, and gorged myself upon the intoxicating Christian blood within.
Then I shall bring thee the blood of a beautiful Cainite elder, and enter thy tunnels.
Dearest Christoph, I have not...
We crave a goblet of thy precious blood, that we may enter the Nosferatu tunnels to pass into the cathedral.
I do give thee a goblet of my blood, brave Christoph. May the arm of a saint arm us with absent friends. Do not disobey me, child.
Oh, yes. It is lovely. Most lovely. Thou mayest enter my halls. Go thou. However, I cannot guarantee a safe journey.